Hey everyone, I'm Amy Patee. Welcome to my channel. Today's practice is a short and sweet little flow that will help you kind of break up your day, clear your mind, clear your energy, release some tension and stress, and just help you feel better now. It's like I said, a short little practice, but will definitely get everything moving inside of you. And if you enjoy this practice, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you resonate with my teaching, and we can keep practicing together. I'm releasing about one practice a week right now. And also, if you want to do a more focused journey with me, check out the link above or the link below for my yoga course programs. So these are more curated kind of journeys that are a little bit more thorough than what you might get on my YouTube channel. So be sure to check those out if you're interested. And other than that, roll out your mat and have an amazing practice. All right, we're going to start in child's pose for this short and sweet flow. So just come on over. Let yourself just land here on your mat. And we'll take about 5 breaths to call ourselves home to this moment. Five breaths to begin slowing things down internally. Five breaths to set a little intention for this time on your mat today. And go ahead and take one more complete breath here. Just inhale nice and deeply. You can let your belly expand, your low back expand. Breathe it all out. Let it all go. Exhaling. And then when you're ready from here, you can begin to rise up, coming over to hands and knees into a tabletop position. And we're going to begin to wake up our spine. We'll do a few cat-cows here. So the fingers are spread nice and wide. And as you breathe in, just letting your spine arch. And exhale, round out your back. 4 more rounds of that. Breathing in, tuck your toes. Lift through the sternum, open the throat wide. Exhaling, point your toes back, scoop your navel up and in, pushing the floor away. 3 more rounds. Move at your own pace here. Enjoy this movement. Syncing up body, breath, and attention. Take your last exhalation, round out your back. Good, and then breathe in, lengthen back out through your spine. And I'm going to have you tuck your toes and then just push back into your feet. And if you can, walk all the way back. So if this doesn't bother your feet too much, and you're going to actually sit onto your heels here with your toes tucked. And those pinky toes are really stubby, so just draw those forward. And then roll out your wrist a few times. And maybe give your hands a little shake. Especially good to do if you've been sitting at a desk for a bit of time. And then breathe in, reach those arms up overhead. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your fingers, lift through your sternum. Gaze up, squeeze between those shoulder blades. And then breathe in, lift yourself up off your heels. And you can point your toes back. And then sit down onto your heels, tuck your chin to your chest. And you're going to roll up to the top of your head. And just let your arms lift and press them towards the back of your head. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, let your hips shift back. Come all the way up onto your shin bones. And then let your arms release out and walk your hands back out in front into your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and come into downward facing dog pose. So just take a couple little pedals out through the heels, bending and straightening your knees, finding your down dog, cultivating some deep breaths here, just letting the body expand, letting your energy open, letting your mind take a little siesta for the next 10 minutes. One more deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, just sigh it out through an open mouth. Good. And then walk your feet to your hands. And let your feet be about hip distance apart, and then sway from side to side. So this is meant to be a short and sweet practice that just gets your whole body kind of awake, gets things moving, releases some stress, some tension. So let yourself have fun, let yourself enjoy it, and let yourself be fluid with it. So from here, let your knees be soft, round out your back, roll yourself up through your spine, and when you get to the top here, just shrug your shoulders up, back, and down, and then you're standing here in your mountain pose. Let's breathe out, and with your in-breath, lift those arms, stretch them up, and pull back a little bit. Just let the front of your body express and open. And exhale, dive over your thighs, fold forward, let your body curl in here so you can stretch your back, chin to your chest, maybe the knees bend. Breathing in, stretch out your spine, lengthen. And then exhale, step your left foot back. Tap your left knee down, let your hips sink forward, maybe a little rocking side to side. Good, and then lift up that left knee and pull your hips back, stretching out that right leg straight. Pull your left heel straight back and down, breathe out. And then breathe in, come back into bending that front knee, ground into your left palm, sweep your right arm up, breathe in. Ooh, twist into that upper back, feel your toes and your fingers alive. Exhale, releasing, taking that right hand down, step into your downward facing dog. Good, from down dog, lift both heels way up high. Try to tip your tailbone up towards the sky. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, look forward and let your knees come down to your mat. Pull back, so you're gonna keep your toes tucked here. Pull back into an active child's pose. Your forehead could touch down here, breathing out completely. And then with your inhale, you're going to roll up through your spine. So chin to the chest. And then we're just going to soften our hips forward and down. Let your elbows be a little bit soft here. Coming into a modified up dog. Kind of a relaxed up dog. Make sure your back feels okay with this. And then you're going to lift up those hips again. Your toes are tucked and just pull yourself right back to your down dog. Breathing out here. One more inhale. Good. Exhale, walk or hop your feet to the front of your mat. Take a breath in, lengthen out your spine, and exhale, fold. Breathing in, lift your chest this time, rise up, sweep those arms overhead, and again at the top here, maybe you arch back a little bit. You could even bend into those elbows, cactusing the arms. And then reach back up, and then your exhale, fold, dive over those thighs. And again, let yourself melt in. Round out the back. Nice stretch for the back. And then breathe and lengthen. And exhale, step your right leg way back. Tap your right knee down. And just lean into those hips. If you've been sitting for a long time at your desk or maybe even in a car, if you've gone on a road trip lately, right? The stretch can be so yummy. Good, and then tuck your back toes, lift up that right knee, pull your hips back, and release your torso over the left leg. So you can see your right heel here. You want to stretch it straight back and down. Keep the base of your left big toe grounded and stretch your toes. Inhale, bend back into your left knee, ground your right hand, and reach up with your left arm. Let your upper spine twist as deeply as it feels comfortable. Gaze up, breathe in. And then exhale, release. Taking that left hand down, step all the way into your down dog. Breathe in, lift both heels way up high. You can kind of look towards your belly button for a moment. Hips are rising up high. Exhale, look forward, drop your knees, and then pull back, active child's. Toes are tucked, stretching long through the arms, forehead touches down. Inhale, tuck the chin further to the chest and round up through your spine. Soften, releasing the front body forward into a modified up dog. Elbows a little bit bent. Again, honor your back. Do what your body allows in this moment. And then exhaling, maybe scooping the belly up, push through those hands, downward facing dog. Take another deep breath here. Breathe it out. Good. Inhaling, begin to walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Exhaling, lengthen out your spine, inhale. And fold, exhale. Push through those feet, rise up, sweep your arms high, arch back, dive forward, breathe out. Inhale, lengthen. Left foot steps back, tap that left knee down again. This time reach your arms out and up, inhaling. And exhaling, sweeping those arms all the way down. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, and stretch your hips back. Inhale, bend back into your right knee. Press into that left hand, right arm reaches, twisting. Good, and then breathe out, release your right arm down, and then anchor your left heel into your mat. Bend deep into that front knee, rising up into a warrior one. Hands behind the back, clasp your fingers like we did earlier here. Roll the shoulders back, lift your sternum. So you could stay upright just like this, or tip forward, exhale. Ground into those feet. And then breathing in, halfway lift. So just look forward, lift your chest, hands to your mat, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your heels way up high, and then feel your tailbone. Try to tip your tailbone upward. Breathing in, as you exhale, look forward, bring your knees to your mat, and then pull back, child's pose. Tuck the chin to the chest, round your back like a wave, moving forward. Soften through those hips. Squishy, yummy up dog version. A little wiggling maybe. And then maybe you can pull up through your lower belly, pull all the way back through your down dog. Breathe it out. Take a nice full breath in, preparing. As you exhale, walking, stepping, or hopping forward. Breathe in, stretch out, open through the throat, fold, round in, melt in towards those legs. Rising up, inhale, big sweep of the arms, maybe those arms cactus here, and then fold yourself back forward, breathing out, curling in. Last time through, second side, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, take your right leg back, tap your right knee down. You can always keep your hands low or circle them out and up. Big stretch. And exhale, release. Tuck those back toes, lift your hips, pull back. Melt forward. Breathe and bend your left knee, ground your right palm, stretch up through that left arm. Inhale. And exhale, release your left hand, and then you might have to hop your right foot forward a little, drop the heel, bend deep into that left knee, come up into warrior one pose. Exhale, hands behind your back, and maybe switch the lacing of your fingers, kind of to the awkward side. Give yourself a little challenge in those shoulders, lift up. Stay here or fold, breathe out. Just a nice stretch here. You could drop your head, try to lift your arms, lift your shoulders away from the ears. Deep breath into those shoulders. And then halfway lift, so just look forward, lifting through your heart, hands to your mat. Step back, find your down dog. Breathe and lift both heels. Take a pause, see if you can tip your pelvis so the tailbone lifts even higher. And then gaze forward, exhale. Bring the knees to the mat and pull back like there's a little slingshot wrapped up around your waist. Inhale, release forward, rounding out your spine. Let your hips soften towards the mat. Elbows soften, heart softening. Nice stretch here, opening all the energy flow along that front body. And then exhale, scoop the belly up. Take it through down dog. Full breath in and out. Beautiful. Lift your right leg, stretch it up really high, open the hips, bend the knee. Sometimes it's nice to just give your ankle a little turn here. One more breath. And then pigeon pose on this right side. So draw your right knee towards your right thumb. And here we are in our pigeon. Just a few breaths here. So you could stay up tall like this, pressing into your fingertips, maybe lifting your sternum, your chest. And in this position, you want your hips to be as level as possible. Sometimes this left hip turns out a bit, so you can kind of rock to that left side a little. Try to even out your pelvis. If you want to fold forward, we're going to hold for about 3 more slow breaths here. So take it down a notch, really stretching out your inhales and your exhales. Good. Breathing out, maybe through an open mouth. Clearing your mind, clearing your energy, clearing your body. Walk back up if you folded forward. Lift your heart, breathe in. And then exhale, just press into those hands. Lift and slide back into your down dog. Breathe in, both heels lift. Turn the tailbone up towards the sky. Gaze forward. Breathe out, drop your knees. Pull back. Active down dog. Sometimes here you can even lift the palms of the hands, pressing deep into your fingertips. And then push the palms down, round your back, melt forward. This is a nice variation for the Vinyasa to do when your shoulders are a little tired, or maybe you're working with an injury. So you're not moving through that full chaturanga. A little different variation. Also, it has sometimes to me a more fluid feel when I'm just needing to move energy, needing to let the wiggles out. From down dog, lift your left leg. Big stretch. You can bend your knee. Maybe you get some pops and cracks in the joints as you twist out, turn out that left ankle. Take one more breath. And then exhale, draw that left knee forward, setting up for your variation of pigeon. And this is a short practice, so we're not going to probably the deepest variation that's possible for you just because the body hasn't had that much time to warm up, but definitely take it to where you're comfortable working. Remember here you can stay lifted. Sometimes this feels really nice. Or walk your hands out, fold yourself forward. Let's take 3 slow breaths, really dialing it back. How long can you inhale for without strain? And how long can you exhale for without strain? Taking the last breath out. If you've folded forward here, walk your hands back. Lift your chest up, ground your palms, tuck those toes, scoot yourself into your down dog. Breathe in, heels lift, tail lifts. Exhale, gazing forward, knees drop. Active child, maybe the palms of the hands lift up. Then press your palms, round out your back, shift forward. Variation of up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. And then drop your knees down to your mat. Sit back onto your heels. Take a breath in and out. Good. And then if you have time for a little mini shavasana, come around onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Let your eyes come to close. Take your arms out to the side. Drop your knees to the left. Take a full breath into the belly, into the low back. Exhale, let it go. Breathe in, lift your knees through center. Drop them over to the opposite side. See if you can just let them be heavy. Then take a deep breath into the belly, into the low back. Breathe out, let go. Sometimes you get that sweet little gift of a pop and crack in your back as the bones reset. Inhale, lift your knees up through center. And then if you'd like, you could stretch your legs straight out long on your mat for Shavasana, or you could even keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor, and you could just let your knees fall in towards each other. And if you'd like, bring your hands to rest over your belly. And for our Shavasana, we're going to take 10 slow belly breaths. So all you need to do here is just breathe in, feeling the belly rising up into the hands. Breathing out, feeling the belly drop and release away from the hands. Stay with that belly breathing, and if you are able to, begin to count the breaths. We'll inhale for an easy count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale for a relaxed count of 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Continue like that for about 3 to 5 more breaths. Feel free to lay here a little longer, working with that deep belly breathing, maybe that relaxed count of the breath continuing. It's a really simple but very effective way to calm down your nervous system, to quiet the mind, to bring some inner balance to your emotions. If you're ready to shift into the rest of your day, draw those knees into the chest. Maybe circle out your wrists and your ankles. Rock off to your side. Rising up for an easy seat. Short and sweet little practice to bring you back into this moment, to bring you back into a calm, balanced, receptive place. Thank you for joining me. I hope the rest of your day unfolds beautifully. Namaste.